Quarterback of the league. Oh, what a catch by Jay Nathaniel. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
Shooter take a shot deep. Open target. From left to right, sets off. Oh,
Down!
watch who's gonna step. He's gonna go for it. It fell from the sky into air and icing.
Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama plays host to some Thursday night CFSL action. Tonight it's the number 16 Tigers of Auburn hosting the number 18 Tigers of Clemson. Hello everyone, welcome inside the booth. I'm Nate Murphy, here alongside my good friend and broadcast partner Cole Mantell. And Cole, there's a lot of youth in this one here tonight. 14 of the 51 rostered players combined are seeing their first in-game action. Could that play a factor in tonight's game?
Certainly, and we've seen this throughout week one, the nerves getting to some players, getting to start their games off right. They hope their season's off right as well. It's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of great stars coming into the league, and we'll get to see their debuts right here.
One of those freshmen making their debut is out on the field right now. Number 4, Baker Thomas, quarterback of Auburn, and they're going to start him out slow. They're going to turn and hand it off, and breaking one tackle, and into the open field goes Kieran Enos, and he's got 19 and a first down quick for Auburn.
And it's with his Auburn debut, the senior transfer, you're getting it off right. As you said, letting those guys, letting that freshman quarterback just start slowly, and we'll see how it goes. Good run as well, powerful run to get to that 45-yard line.
He's also got some young receivers to throw it to. A good group of receivers, but sophomores and freshmen for the most part. We'll see his first pass here where we were going to, but he decides to take off, and he's going to get dropped in the backfield by Bubba Hendricks. It's a loss of 4. It'll be 2nd and 14.
Excellent play there by Hendricks, and a good work there, just able to recognize the freshman here, that the freshman quarterback, maybe a little bit of a mistake here for him to try to escape gets out onto him, and great tackle there for the Clemson defense.
Hendricks, one of the 2 freshmen on this defensive line for Clemson. And we mentioned that youth is going to be a factor in this game, so we'll see how it all plays out tonight. Auburn at 2nd and 14, going to throw it here. Has all kinds of time and nobody to throw it to. Right, Baker Thomas is the right thing and throws that one away.
Yeah, excellent read there by Thomas. Able to see Clemson maybe standing back a little bit. They rushed that last play. Now 3rd and 14, some pressure here for the freshman.
They're looking to dump it off here on the screen. It's complete, but not a lot of room to work. In fact, Ennis is going to lose a yard. Big stop here early on from this Clemson defense.
Yeah, Hendricks, a big part of that. Again, a good first drive there for the freshman, 5-star from Summerville, South Carolina. And really, yeah, as you said earlier, a freshman-laden defense for Clemson, able to get some pressure on the freshman quarterback for Auburn. And now Clemson, they'll get their first offensive chance of the season.
You know, one place Clemson is not young at, or terribly young at, is that secondary. So we'll see if that winds up playing a big factor. A lot of experienced guys on the back end for that Clemson defense. And now it's time for the Clemson offense to come out as Crozier with a 12-yard return. And Maliko Namora here looking to play a big factor in this one tonight for Clemson.
Yeah, Namora, one of the few seniors on this offense, could be a steady hand for this team.
Loki Gunderson, the sophomore quarterback, under center for the first play of the season for the Clemson Tigers, and he's going to play fake it. Lefty looking downfield. Nobody open downfield. Dumps it underneath to Duke Peterson, for a 4-yard gain.
That'll be Peterson's first reception in his career, the freshman. Good start there.
So now 2nd down and 6. Clemson's going to spread things out a little bit, a 2-by-2 set. And they're going to run a little bit of a read option looking. Gunderson's got nothing but green in front of him. It's going to be a foot race, and I'm not sure they're going to get him. They won't, and it's a Clemson touchdown.
Yeah, what a run there by the sophomore. Gunderson just gets open to the middle, misses a few blocks, and off to the races. Chased towards the end zone there by Callaway, the freshman, but unable to stop him, and a 7-0 lead on the road here for the Tigers.
And that's one of those plays. That read option is dangerous for defenses to try and stop. You've got to play it perfectly. It's got to be assignment football. Nobody home that time for the the Auburn defense. And Gunderson took advantage. Now Baker Thomas and this Auburn offense got to get back out. They ran the ball successfully on play number 1. Kind of went away from that after that.
And part of that is the pressure early from that young defense there for Clemson, Nate. Just able to get home, and if they can do that again, it's going to be a long night for Auburn.
And Burbo just a second ago with his first-time chat. So we appreciate you joining us here. And it was a big touchdown run for sure. And there they try and go back to the ground as Auburn. Ennis a couple of yards right up the middle.
Ennis involved heavily to start. Clemson, though, ready this time around.
So 2nd down and 8. We'll see if Auburn can get something going here. Straight drop back out of the shotgun. Throwing towards the sideline. Dangerous pass. And Skylar Ike nearly comes up with it.
A really great read there from Ike. And now 0-1 on 3rd down. They missed their first chance. We'll see if under pressure again, Baker Thomas can deliver here.
3rd and 8. Not going to drop off with the screen pass here. They're going to take a shot downfield. Forget 8. They want 6 points. And they might get it. Big time catch by Thane Lewis, one-on-one coverage with KJ Speed, and he makes the play. That is a huge pickup for Auburn.
Yeah, KJ Speed's a great defender, but Thane Lewis, a huge catch here, gets to the downfield throw, and what a risk, what a throw by Baker Thomas. A big freshman moment for him.
It might have been slightly underthrown, and it actually played out to Auburn's favor there as they're able to make a big play. Now they're going to go read option, and Thomas to the edge. Touchdown Auburn, and they answer right back.
But what a set of events. 2 straight drives where Baker Thomas goes to 3rd down, doesn't get the first one. Easy for a young quarterback like that to get under some pressure, maybe get too nervous, but he comes back and he delivers. Tie game.
Big time throw on that 3rd down and 8 with the conversion, as you mentioned. Comes right back on the next play, does it himself with his legs. Tie ball game. Clemson now got to snatch that momentum back if you're that group of Tigers. They're a 12.5-point underdog here in this one, but looking pretty good early on. We'll see if their offense can get rolling again as they're going to get this ball at the goal line, and a decent return here from Nasir Cooper, 27 yards, and the Clemson offense will come back out.
Yeah, Cooper, a good return. The Washington transfer is his first Clemson appearance. And Clemson, yeah, now they got to respond here, as you said, on the road.
They're going to go offset I formation. Gunderson under center. Play fake, and the lefty looking to throw it downfield. Dumps it off again underneath. Complete. First down yardage, Duke Peterson, as he was able to shed one tackler.
A good play for him. And talking to Loki, the AD for Clemson, his first full-time game as the AD, he says that the defense stays in the lanes, does their job making the plays, they'll have a chance, and we'll see if the offense can do the same here.
Well, the offense made a big play on their first drive, and Johnny Patterson helping them out here. His first catch of the season, good for 10, nearly enough for another first down.
Yeah, the Chat wanted the first down, but they're not going to get it. 2nd and inches, but still a great catch there, as you said.
Back to the offset I goes Clemson, going to throw it again and thrown away. Good coverage downfield by Auburn. Really hasn't been any open receivers for this Clemson offense yet.
Yeah, some good pressure for this Auburn defense. Still no sacks yet. We'll see if Remington or anyone else on that defensive line wants to change that.
So 3rd and short, fully loaded shotgun. They tried to throw it out quick, and there was nobody open. Gunderson throws that one into the seats, and a good drive stalls out right around midfield. Auburn's going to force a punt and get the football right back.
Yeah, curious decision why Clemson didn't go for it. Personally, I think they should, but no harm, no foul. Still the first quarter, and Auburn's going to get the ball back.
So Storm Odie, the freshman running back there returning kicks, his first action tonight, able to return that punt a couple of yards out across the 20. So it'll be 1st and 10 Auburn at their own 22-yard line. Trying to build off their last drive. They're going to go screenplay on first down. Ennis, with a lot of room, got a block, is able to get it out to the 40-yard line, 18 yards and a first down.
And thank you as well for the Have Fun writing this, Jules. Fun name to call out. Thank you for the gifted 7. Yeah, as you said, Ennis, really great run here. Good screen catch, and really the engine of this offense so far in this first quarter.
Got to do a good job keeping him involved. We saw this Auburn offense last season with Jason Lemmy at the helm. They were very read option, quarterback run heavy, and we'll look to change that here this year as they're going on the ground still, but getting their running backs involved. Ennis 5 more yards here on first down.
Yeah, he's doing really well so far. And just a score update, by the way, on YouTube. Tie game 7-7 with 5.5 left in that first quarter.
So now 2nd down and 5. 4 receivers set here for Auburn. And looking under pressure, breaking away from one. And Thomas still going to take a sack, but that could have been a lot worse. Gavin Manning comes up and gets him in the backfield for a loss of 2.
Yeah, excellent play there by the Clemson defense. And Baker Thomas, almost a hero-like moment there. Still unable to get out of the pressure, and this is going to be a problem all night if you can't get that ball off.
So now it's 3rd down and 7. Ball on their own 43-yard line here. Their last 3rd down, they hit one over the top and nearly put it in the end zone. They're going to go back to the screen game, and it was kind of blown up. Ennis looking to get some positive yardage, but will not make it back to the line of scrimmage. He's going to lose a couple there. It'll be 4th and 9, and Clemson returns the favor and forces a punt.
Yeah, some excellent defensive play calling here by this Clemson staff. Breaks up the screenplay. They really did well in anticipating it. And Auburn going to give it back to Clemson. Great work here for their defense, as I said.
All right, and so we got our first prediction about to go up. It's pretty simple. Who wins? Is it Auburn or is it Clemson? Which Tigers you got your money on? You'll have 5 minutes when that goes up. And now Crozier with a good return, 22 yards. And Clemson will take over.
Just right about where they left off last drive. We'll see if Clemson able to get down the field here.
So here we go, 1st and 10. And right up the gut, Clemson's going to try and get that run game going. They got Duke Peterson for 13 yards and a big first down on first down.
Yeah, great run here from Peterson. Gets up the middle, and kind of like Ennis on the other side, a really nice run.
So now 1st and 10 for Clemson, under a lot of pressure quickly, getting away from one. Can't get away from everybody as the entire Auburn defensive line was in there. Eric Nicole in there for the sack. It'll be 2nd down and 22.
Yeah, Remington starts it, but Eric Nicole finishes it, the sophomore from Lafayette, Indiana. And that might be one of the bigger sacks I've seen in a while.
That was a huge loss as Gunderson tried to get away and was able to shake the first defender. Unfortunately for him, there was too much pressure in the backfield from that Auburn defensive line. And they're coming again. Couldn't get home that time, but Gunderson, no time to throw, had to throw that one away.
Yeah, certainly a big pressure there at Clemson. They haven't gotten the third down yet. They missed their first one. 3rd and 22. This is a tall task for this Tigers offense.
Now, not a lot of plays in the playbook for 3rd and 22, but they're going to take a shot at it, and they're going to pick up 15. Bruce Robertson got a good gain there, but still well short of the first down. 4th and 8, decision time for Clemson.
Talking about freshmen as well, as they do elect to punt it. That will be Robertson's first completion. Welcome to the CFSL, the elite recruit out of Greer, South Carolina, as the punt is away.
I'm a little surprised that they're going to punt this one away. And it looks like they might have just missed pinning them deep inside the 1. I thought I saw the ref with the touchback signal. Holy. And he did get it into the end zone. So 1st and 10 Auburn. They're going to throw quick over the middle, complete near first down yardage goes Nate Hayes. He's got 10, but just short.
Yeah, Hayes gets his first catch of the season, and now Auburn getting into a little bit of a rhythm here. We'll see if they stay with Ennis and run it, or if they go for another pass here.
Well, they're going to spread things out. They've got 5 receivers. They're going to fake the quarterback run. And Thomas, short, quick pass. Thane Lewis again, 6 yards. It's going to hurt the average after the first catch. 2 catches, 68 yards for Lewis.
I don't think he has any complaints, though. First down for Auburn. And now after maybe a shaky first drive or two, looks like the freshman getting into a bit of a rhythm here.
And they're getting the ball out of his hands quickly, and that might be key here. Although this time he's got a lot of time to throw and does tuck it and run, and slides down after a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 coming up.
And this is what Thomas really was brought in to do. This good decision, takes the slide, gets the 5 yards, and now a manageable 2nd down for Auburn.
Now they're going to go back to the 5 wide look. And they're going to fake the run again with Thomas under some pressure, but gets it away just in time. And LaRue right along the sideline taps the toes and picks up 19.
That'll be LaRue's first catch as an Auburn Tiger as well. The transfer over from Missouri. Big first down going forward. And chat talking about it. I guess I will too. 2 pick sixes. 21-7 now for Oregon over UGA.
The defense is showing up. Notre Dame had a couple of pick sixes a couple of nights ago, or last night I should say. So the defenses in this league showing out early. Not some great tackling here by this Clemson defense on this play as Thomas slips a couple, gets 19 and another first down for Auburn.
Yeah, big run. I do want to credit Thomas there, but I want to shout out Kieran Ennis on that play. A big block to start it. Otherwise, that's a sack for Auburn. Clemson bringing the pressure, but now it looks like Auburn trying to figure it out. As you see there, 8 rushes, 9 passes, a balanced offense so far tonight.
And Mike reminding us there will be no injuries in this one here tonight, so that's always good to have those off of there. And Batista with a 1-yard reception before he's hammered down. 2nd down and 9 coming up for Auburn.
That'd be Batista's first catch of the season as well. Big hit at the end there, though. Great work by Ramirez, the junior from San Angelo. Make it 2nd and 9.
So here we go. We'll see what Auburn calls here as they are entering the red zone here for the 2nd time tonight. And they're going to go 5 wide again. They've kind of spread it out a lot on this drive. Straight drop back this time. Over the middle, complete. First down yardage. We'll see if they give him forward progress. They do. Thane Lewis gets 9 and a first down.
Yeah, right on the line. They might be challenging it. No challenge. So Thomas goes into the red zone. I believe his first red zone trip as an Auburn Tiger.
Were they stopped outside the 20 after their first one? I'm not sure, but Lewis again, another 10 yards, and that's going to be down around the 1-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal as Baker Thomas, 10 of 12 to start his career, 131 yards.
Yeah, as soon as I said that, I remembered he was stopped at the 16, so if you count it from the 20s, what we're going to count it would be technically a 2nd red zone opportunity.
And they're looking to punch another one in and be 2 for 2. They're going to try a quick throw here over the middle, caught Nate Hayes into the end zone, and it's an Auburn touchdown.
That first passing touchdown on Baker Thomas's career. Welcome to the follow as well, J-Lo. And yeah, Auburn now taking a lead at home, and what a play.
And I just want to shout out, you mentioned Jay Lowen with the follow. That's our 3,000th follower.
Oh, yeah.
We appreciate that. We've been tracking that for the week here as we knew we were getting close and finally hit it. So glad to see that. Mark hit tonight. That's a big deal. So keep bringing your friends in. Let's get some more followers in here. See how high we can get that by the end of the season. Nasir Cooper, another good return, 20 yards. And Clemson now needs to find an answer. They haven't been able to put a drive together since their first one when they scored.
Yeah, thank you for all the support. And you're right, big drive here for Clemson.
Back under center, a couple of tight ends in for Clemson and 2 receivers set. They're going to go to the ground game here and try and get it to the outside. And Duke Peterson finds one, and that is it.
Yeah, big hit there at the end by Bradley Charles. 2nd and 9. Got positive progress. That's good. Just want to shout this out as well. Apparently Hayes in chat saying his first career touchdown. So congrats to him there as well from the last drive.
So now on 2nd and 9, this one thrown to the outside, complete, and a lot of room to run inside the 45. Goes Reese Donahue, and it's a 34-yard pickup for the Clemson Tigers.
And Donahue, the senior, one of the few, we were talking about this earlier, you're going to need that experience to lean on. And we've been talking about Auburn and their drive last time, but what a play here. Clemson getting down the field, and they're looking, well, at least they're trying to respond.
Another quick update over on YouTube. Oregon has put another one on the board. So they are up 28-7 right now in the first quarter on the road against Georgia. So Oregon looking good early on. Clemson looking to get back in this one, down 7 across midfield, and a good throw to Reese Donahue again. 7 more yards. It'll be 2nd down and 3.
And what a drive here for Donahue. He just gets up the field, and hey, he's from Birmingham, Alabama. He's not too far, about 2.5 drive north, 2.5 hours drive, excuse me. I'm sure he wants to show out.
Clemson able to come down here and steal him out of Auburn and Alabama's backyard. Peterson trying to get something going, and Spencer Trahan says, I don't think so. That's a loss of a couple, and it'll be 3rd and 6.
And so we've seen Ennis on offense, make some impacts for Auburn as a transfer. Trahan, the transfer, another senior we were talking about. Delhi, Louisiana native, gets his first sack as a Tiger.
So now Auburn. Oh, and that's going to end the quarter as Clemson doesn't get another playoff. Been a good one here early on. Through 1, Auburn leads Clemson 14-7. Make sure you come on back. You're watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports right here on Twitch. And back inside Jordan-Hare Stadium as Clemson looking to convert their first 3rd down here on this young ball game. They're 0 for 2, and this one's not going to help. Well, I stand corrected. Maliko Namora off the deflection, good for 30 yards in a play that looked like it was going nowhere. Winds up as a big one for the Clemson Tigers.
Maybe the most acrobatic catch we've seen live off the hands of the freshman Micah Jenkins. You got to hit that down, not up, son. What a catch by Namora. We got a question by Deputy Falcon. We'll get to in a minute here.
Now we'll try and get to that after this play or in the next play or so. As we get inside the 10-yard line here for Clemson, Duke Peterson goes nowhere. He was hammered down hard by Raven Remington.
And to answer Deputy Falcon's question as they clip it, the best part of the CFSL is plays like that. I've been broadcasting. This is my 4th season, and I've never seen anything quite like that.
The only one that comes to mind maybe that tops that one was the Jacob Tomas catch in the last season. But Duke Peterson can't get on track here. 3rd and goal. And I'll echo that sentiment, Cole. Plays like that, getting to hang out and do what I enjoy doing, calling games with people like you, make the CFSL a great place to be. And how else would you rather spend your evenings than watching football? As Gunderson, he could think of a few better things than taking a sack from Raven Remington. He gets dropped around the 20-yard line. Clemson's going to have to kick a field goal here, Cole.
Yeah, Remington helping this Auburn make a goal line stand. Jenkins maybe a little bit, it's his freshman first debut. He lets that deflection get caught. But this defense working as a unit, they force the field goal. So Auburn, they're going to keep this lead.
And the field goal attempt up and good. Johann Sebastian able to put that one between the pipes, cuts the lead to 4 as Clemson needed that drive. They would have liked to have seen it end in 7, but Cole, they were starting to bog down a little bit on offense. That deflection, or the catch off the deflection, might be the play that they really needed to help get them back into this. And we got a big kickoff return. Across midfield goes Bastille LaRue, 49 yards and into Clemson territory.
Yeah, what a play there on special teams. But as you're saying, they're talking about, hey, it might be top 10 of the week. If it's up to me, that's top 10 of the year. We'll see if Silent Ninja agrees.
And we'll see if that helps spur this Clemson ball club. And it's put a little bit of momentum on their side as that one floated out there and knocked away. Dangerous throw. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, really excellent deflection. Thomas, maybe a freshman mistake there to throw in double coverage.
A 3-receiver set here. Now they're going to go back to the ground game, trying to get something established with Ennis. But he's going to lose a yard there as Cooper Stout showing up and making a tackle in the backfield. 3rd and 11 now.
Yeah, Fisher's Indiana native, the freshman, his first TFL. Congrats to him. Auburn 1 of 3 on 3rd downs, and this is a long one. Another big play here, a big pressure play for Baker Thomas.
So a pistol formation and looking to throw here on 3rd and 11. Running out of time, throws off his back foot, but he's able to complete it. Thane Lewis, he's been the go-to receiver early on in this one. 5 catches, 102 yards.
And in 10 minutes of game time, I'll call it, in his young career, on 3rd down twice now, we've had spectacular plays by Baker Thomas. A little bit of help here by Thane Lewis on both plays, I'll say as well. But really, Auburn, just 3rd down machine right now.
They're finding ways to convert. That was a nice little comeback route. And Thomas able to know where Lewis was going to be on that play when he let it go. Ennis 4 yards on 1st down, and that's a good run to start this set of downs.
And really good play there by Clemson, trying to figure out Ennis, trying to bottle him up. Only gets 4.
So now going to spread it back out. 5 wide receiver set. They're going to bring a man in motion. And they're going to go downfield and complete one more time. Another big play for this Auburn offense. And this is Shakur the 3rd. Hit 16 yards and a 1st down.
Coming from Detroit, Michigan, the freshman gets his first catch in his career. Congratulations. Going down the field to the right side. And yeah, Clemson here on pass defense, they got to tighten up a little bit, as you said.
There's going to be a lot of firsts in this game, I have a feeling, with all these freshmen we got running around here tonight. And we've seen some first catches, some first touchdowns. And now Auburn looking to extend the lead, and taking off goes Thomas, and he's got some room, and he's winding up with 7 yards on a 1st down scramble. Good coverage downfield, but it left a lot of running room for Baker Thomas.
A really excellent decision here, and again, that running ability by Baker Thomas, it catches some teams off guard, especially when he's a freshman.
So play fake here, over the middle, complete, and then dropped in and out of the hands of his intended receiver. I think that was Lewis again.
Yeah, it looked like Lewis at least, and certainly he's had a good night so far. It might have been Ennis, actually, excuse me. And you got to be able to catch those. Obviously, 3rd and 3 here. Another 3rd down for Auburn.
They're going to go 4 wide receivers, 3 to the bottom of the screen. They're going to throw for it under a little bit of late pressure to the end zone. Thane Lewis tapping the toes, and it's an Auburn touchdown.
Well, Silent Ninja's going to have a lot of fun with these plays tonight. A huge toe-tapping catch. What do you say, toe drag, swag, Murphy? I don't mind to steer a line there, but 20, soon to be 21-10. What a play.
Now, steal away, I stole it as well, so I can't even claim it as my own. A little, as you said, toe drag, swag along the sidelines. Did a great job keeping the feet in bounds, and a great answer from Auburn. They gave up the big play off the deflection that was caught. They were able to rebound, force a field goal, and then their offense goes right downfield and puts 7 more on the board.
As Clemson, good run here. As they say in chat, I believe that's, Memphis Killjoy. They got to respond, and I agree. A big play is needed here for Clemson. They cannot go to the half down more than 2 scores.
Well, 5:55 to go, 3 timeouts. All kinds of time here in the half, only down 11. And so plenty of time here to start closing the gap before we get to the break. And they're going to throw for it on 1st down. They're going to run a little screen play. They've got room. Good blocking set up. And Peterson, if he cuts it to the inside, he's got a little bit of room to work. Instead, he gets 9, and he's going to be 2nd down and 1.
We haven't called his name yet tonight, but Jack Haley, the tight end for Clemson, what a block there to get him 9 yards.
Now looking to convert and knocked away. A good job by Michael Clendenin to come in there and knock that away at the last second, setting up a 3rd down.
Yeah, certainly the Clemson's had some struggles in the passing game tonight. Clendenin, a really nice play there.
So now 3rd and 1. Let's see if they go to Peterson on the ground here. They got a 2-by-2 set. They're going to throw it. And Gunderson, all kinds of time, does finally step up and take off. Could have done that maybe a second or 2 sooner. Either way, he gets 8, moves the chains. He's got 42 yards on the ground tonight.
Yeah, certainly Clemson relying a little bit on their running game as well as, the short passes. Peterson, big part of that, but don't count out Gunderson. He's got rushing ability. I talked about it with Thomas, and yeah, Gunderson's got it too.
Now 2 receivers top of the screen. They're going to motion to tight end that direction as well. They're going to go to the screen again on first down. It worked last set of downs. Works again, not quite as well. Give him 6, 2nd and 4.
Yeah, certainly another good play here by Clemson, keeping it short. 9 of 13 tonight. Gunderson staying efficient.
Again, bringing a tight end in motion, setting him up at the top of the screen. They're going to throw it on 2nd and short. Complete wide open receiver. Nomura, 13 yards. He just sat down in that zone, and it was an easy pitch and catch for Gunderson.
Yeah, 2 catches to start a season off. Nomura, 2 first downs. One of them a little bit more flashy than the other.
And then you see Auburn right now controlling the yardage, but still Clemson hanging around trying to make some plays. 1st and 10, hit as he lets it go, and Gunderson lucky that his arm was going forward. That was Trahan on the hit.
Yeah, Trahan almost, I think, could be kind of unhappy he didn't get the sack. Still 2nd and 10, and if that pressure gets home, Clemson's could be in a lot more trouble.
So I formation, they're going to pull a guard there and try and get something outside with Peterson. Can't really get the edge. Give him 2. They might need to get Peterson going just a little bit more to help get him in this game.
Yeah, Peterson receiving's been well, but only a few yards rushing after 6 rushes. And that 2.3 yards per carry is not where we want to be.
So 2 receivers on each side and a tight end. They're going to take a shot to the end zone, and this one knocked away late by J.J. Smoke. One-on-one coverage in the end zone, and Smoke wins the battle.
Yeah, amazing deflection there, acrobatic play, but 4th and 8, Clemson, they're going to go for it.
Now, kind of in no man's land here, so they're going to spread it out. 4 receivers and a tight end in the formation. They're going to take another shot wide open, and inside the 10, inside the 5. It'll be 1st and goal, Clemson. Big play for Nasir Cooper.
Yeah, what a play by Cooper. Another transfer, making his start on this team. And you could not have asked for a better play at a better moment. 1st and goal for Clemson. Back in this game, they get 6 or 7, if you know what I mean. They get a touchdown within 4, possibly. Hey, they go for 2. It's within 3. A lot of possibilities here at the 4-yard line.
Yeah, you see both teams moving the football well. 17 combined first downs here, and we've still got 4 minutes to go first half. Peterson right up the middle, gets it to the 1 before Remington is able to save the touchdown.
Yeah, Remington keeping the Auburn alive. They certainly want to get a few more stops, but if Peterson gets the ball again, I don't know who's stopping him.
Now, just inside the 1 is where they've got it marked. 2nd and goal. Clemson bringing in a couple of tight ends, going with a big formation here. They will hand it off to Peterson, but he's trying to stretch it to the outside. That is not going to work against this Auburn defense tonight. J.J. Smoke with the big play in the backfield.
It'll be his first tackle for a loss at his 3rd school in as many seasons. Coming over from Washington by way of LSU, a big impact there. Now, as you said, Peterson going to have a work cut out if he gets it here.
And he will get it here. Again, trying to stretch it to the outside. And again, not getting towards the goal line as Strawn able to make the stop. He had some help over there as well. And Auburn's defense steps up on a short 2nd and goal to go situation and makes a couple of big stops.
And safe play here, make it a 1-score game with the short field goal. Strawn, and you're going to get tired of me saying it, 1st career TFL for him as the freshman making the play. And what a goal line stand for the Tigers. Remington, that tackle at the 1 coming in clutch.
It looked like Peterson was going to walk that one in on 1st and goal. Remington kind of out of nowhere was able to make that play. And next thing you know, Clemson is actually kicking a field goal after having it 2nd and goal inside the 1. 3:10 to go now. Auburn with some momentum offensively, Cole. How do they get downfield here?
Well, just trust Baker Thomas to make those reads. That's been his success so far.
And so now 1st down from just across the 20. Thomas with a good throw, had plenty of time to throw it and finds Nate Hayes out across the 45 and a 1st down.
Yeah, really good work. Thomas in the pocket. He had, I think, 2 different Clemson Tigers on top of him and just able to get the pass out. Another 1st down for this Auburn offense.
And a quick update over on YouTube. Georgia just put one in the end zone after the offenses had been kind of bogged down in that one. Nice little triple option play, and Georgia has that lead cut to 28-14 for Oregon in the 2nd quarter. Here, Auburn going back to their ground game with Ennis, and he's going to find 7 yards off the left side, and it'll be 2nd down and 3.
A good run for Ennis. Mears as well, 100 bits. Thank you for the support. As Auburn now 21-13, 2.5 minutes left. We'll see what they can do here.
They're going to spread it out. 3 receivers bottom of the screen. They got one-on-one coverage up top, but they go underneath to Nate Hayes. Give him 5, give him a first down. Auburn across midfield and driving again.
And Hayes has been great so far. And really all the offense here clicking now, except for those first 2 drives for Auburn.
Well, Frank, it wasn't out of the traditional wishbone or flexbone formation, so it was a nice-looking play, if I do say so myself. Odie out of the backfield catching that one for 4. His first touch of the night outside of a couple of punt returns, and it'll be 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, Odie, another great part of that offense. Is Mears, another sub gifted. Thank you so much.
And now going to a little bit of a read option, and Thomas got some room to the outside, down near the 20, give him the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. Auburn putting together a great drive here.
I want to shout out on that. The safety, though, Jack Andrews with the tackle. He doesn't stop him there, and that's a lot bigger gain for Thomas. Still, as you said, Nate, a huge read here for Baker Thomas, and just gets to that left side.
Both quarterbacks having some success with the read option tonight. We saw Gunderson put one in the end zone, and Thomas has kind of done the same thing. This time he's able to dump it underneath the Ennis, and he is hog-tied and drugged down after a gain of 13 and a first down.
Yeah, first time out as well for Auburn, manning his 5th tackle of the night.
So some guys in the secondary starting to rack up some tackles. That's not good news for a defense. Ennis trying to break free. It took 4 Tigers to get him down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Yeah, at the 5-second timeout. I'm kind of curious why they did it, but still, they got the time to plan here.
They're potentially leaving a lot of time on the clock for Clemson, and Clemson's going to have some time to operate, but Nate Hayes, more importantly, puts Auburn back on the board, and they are an extra point away from 28 to 13.
And again, what an efficient drive by Baker Thomas and company. I'll say Thomas goes 1 for 3 for his first 3 pass attempts. Now 19 of 23. He's only missed 1 since, and I believe it was a throw out of bounds under pressure. Clemson still, they got some pressure on this drive. They have some good takeaways, but their offense, they need to get 7, not 3 next drive.
And we've seen Clemson, as you mentioned, move it downfield and have to settle for a couple of field goals. And we've got another new sub as Mears gifts one to Bryce Strawn. And Clemson needs to just finish with touchdowns. We saw Loki Gunderson. That was a long touchdown run. But once they get inside the red zone, Auburn's defense call has done a great job toughening up, making some plays, and keeping them out.
Cooper, again, a nice return as well. And maybe go to him. You know, he's been on special teams. He's had some big plays. That might be a guy you go to get out of this funk.
Made a couple of plays on offense as well, just nothing big over the top yet, as Auburn's done a pretty good job defending that. Although this time Cooper right to the sideline, a little smash route, I should say, out of the slot, and Gunderson puts it right on the money again, toe tapping on the sideline and a first down.
Yeah, really nice play there. As we've been talking about, hey, I almost think that should count as a prediction, saying Cooper's got to get involved in first down for Clemson.
Yeah, I mean, we're right there on it. We start talking about him, he makes a play. And so now over the middle, complete. It's Donahue, and he's got first down yardage.
Yeah, and the tight end was a big factor the last time Clemson got down the field. Now 13 of 19, Loki's still kind of efficient on his drive too.
And now looking to throw again underneath, complete, looking for extra yardage, breaking a tackle is Ben Myers. He's got 9. It'll set up a 2nd and short.
As another gift, thank you, Mears, again for the gifted sub. And yeah, really great drive here for Clemson.
Shotgun formation, gonna go to the screen, dumps it off, and looking for first down yardage. And not quite getting there is Duke Peterson. He's dropped just shy.
And now, yeah, keeping going and no time to waste here.
And they will hurry it up and go 5 wide, 3rd and inches. They have 3 timeouts left, but they're still going to speed it up. And this one, a good play over the middle. Big hit as Peterson flies back a few yards. Clemson will get their first timeout taken, though.
Yeah, under a minute to go, 2 timeouts. Clemson, they have time here.
2-by-2 set. Gunderson going to drop it off underneath, complete to Hendricks, but good for only a yard.
At Callaway, a big tackle in the middle there. Another freshman making a play.
Again, going to spread things out. 44 seconds left here in the half, looking for a big play. Under some late pressure, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. That was Namora, had his hands on it, couldn't hold on.
Yeah, still clock is stopped. Clemson, they got to get this third down. Only 3 of 8 as you see at the bottom of your screen. And Gunderson under pressure here.
Looks like Auburn might be bringing a safety, and they are. Picked up, thrown underneath. That's not going to get them the first down. So we'll see what Clemson decides to do here. Hendricks picks up 6, but he's going to be short by about 3 yards, and Clemson going to kick the field goal.
Yeah, down 15. Not seeing why they go for the field goal here, but still, 20 seconds left. Maybe just trying to get in with some points. And, yeah, certainly a short field goal range.
This will be about 37 yards here for Johann Sebastian. And Clemson, remember, will get the football coming out of the halftime break. So try to get this cut to 15, or to get it cut to 12, get the ball coming out of the half, and see if you can't put some more points on the board.
Uh-oh.
But they're going to fake it and go absolutely nowhere. Flynn Hunt dropped in the backfield. Gutsy call, gets absolutely nothing. And real quick, as we head to the halftime break, Oregon just missed a field goal late in the first half. They're still up 28-21, but right here, it's a ball game going the way of the Auburn Tigers, Cole.
Yeah, certainly defending home turf week 1. You knew Auburn was going to come out with a vengeance, and they do, but still some big plays. You see there, the biggest one, but they still have got a lot of work to do for Clemson. Got to get those third down conversions better. And then just a note as well, my first broadcast since we tied again for co-broadcaster of the year, Nate. So happy to be back, and thanks everyone again for that support as we hit halftime here.
Well, glad to have you back in the booth. Happy to be calling games with you again. Season 16, week 1. Starting to wind down. We got a game going over on YouTube right now. We got another game in Pittsburgh later tonight against Oklahoma and Pitt. But here in this one, you can see the yardage starting to balance out. Clemson, a little bit of an edge in time of possession. Auburn, a little bit of an edge in the rushing department. Both teams doing a good job taking care of the football. It's just been the red zone defense for Auburn that's kind of been the difference in this game. And then that fake field goal at the end, taking an opportunity of points off the board for Clemson. And so, again, as
Excuse me.
Oh, I thought we lost you there, Cole.
No, just good old mic trouble as well. You can't start the season without that. As I was going to say, just close game. Scores, doesn't really indicate how close a game it is.
No, absolutely. Sometimes the scoreline is a little bit deceiving. And Mortimer Khan, thank you for the follow. Another new follow tonight, up to 3,002 now on the night, or on the for the channel, I should say. And Cooper, another good return, 22 more yards. And Cole, Clemson there got to come out and get points. Probably needs to be a touchdown.
Yeah, certainly Clemson getting the first step here in the second half. We'll see what they can do.
Well, they're going to go under center. Quick drop thrown over the middle, complete. And that's Bruce Roberson, 8 yards. Roberson, I should say. 8 yards. Second down and 2 coming up for Clemson.
Yeah, and certainly a good start as well. Gets forward. And this is going to be a huge drive. I think we just talked about it. I mean, if they can get a touchdown here, it's a one-score game.
And imagine that if they don't take that 3 off the board for themselves, if they kick that field goal, what a touchdown would really do for them here. Maybe a missed opportunity. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. But this defense of Auburn is really haunting Clemson's offense right now. Raven Remington, 4 tackles, a couple in the backfield now, and Duke Peterson just cannot get on track.
Yeah, assisted by Nicole on that one. Remington, I'm surprised that's his first sack. He's been in that, pressure area all night.
2 tight ends set up as wings. They're going to bring 1 in the backfield. They're going to run it here. Peterson fighting for yards and going to give him the benefit of the spot by just enough. Clemson will have the first down.
And what a play there by Peterson. That's like, 1,000 pounds of pressure on that defensive line on him, and he gets that huge first down.
Yeah, did a great job keeping the legs moving, and he's got to do it again because Auburn's defense is all over him. He's got no room to work, and Bryce Strawn again right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Auburn has made some adjustments, it seems, really attacking that line of scrimmage right now.
And Clemson was not taking advantage over the top yet at all today. And Roberson, again, 5 yards. Everything underneath. They've played it safe. They may need to open some things up, although Gunderson there does have 241 yards passing.
Yeah, Mears, we haven't talked about him yet too much, but his 5th tackle as well.
So 3rd and 5, need to pick up a big one here. Complete over the middle, and Jack Haley, a good job holding onto that as he was hit pretty hard by Callaway as he caught that football.
Yeah, Haley, I called him out in the first half for a great block. Glad to see he get some, receiving action as well. 2 tight ends, Donahue and Haley, have been crucial so far for Clemson tonight.
There's been a lot of 2 tight end formations for Clemson, and you're right, they've both played a factor and need to pick up a couple of blocks here as Peterson did a lot of work on his own, picks up 4. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Yeah, what a stiff arm there for Peterson on Trahan, taken down eventually by Callaway, but 2nd and 6, Clemson now really moving down the field.
So now they're going to bring the receiver in motion, and they're going to go right back to the ground with Peterson, or Ben Myers, but he goes nowhere as Strawn, his 2nd tackle in the backfield, and that brings up a 3rd and long for Clemson.
Yeah, really great defensive effort here from Auburn. 5 of 11 on 3rd downs, getting a little bit better, but Clemson, they need a big one here.
Fully loaded shotgun, 3 receivers set, and they're going to go underneath. Peterson breaks a tackle and finds first down yardage, and he is still on his feet. He did a great job shedding some tacklers there and picking up the first down.
Yeah, I was just talking about him earlier. Mears, 5 tackles tonight. He needed his 6th there, though. What a play by that running back. Gets forward. Peterson unable to be stopped. That's 3 broken tackles by 3 different guys in that big front 7 for Auburn.
And it was the defensive end, Fedu Apatu, that ran him down finally because there was a lot of green grass in front of him. So a good job there by Apatu bringing him down from behind. So 1st and 10, ball just outside the 30 for Clemson. They're going to throw it again and winds up throwing that one away. Good coverage from that Auburn secondary.
Yeah, really good pressure there, but Clemson, Gunderson, a good move there to throw it out of bounds, keep the pressure away.
11th play of this drive coming up. Clemson fully loaded shotgun. They're going to go right up the middle with Myers. He's going to find 2. He's only carried it a couple of times, not finding much room either.
Yeah, Remington will get his 5th tackle as well, but Clemson, again, 3rd and 8, the 2nd straight time they've gone 3rd and 8 on this drive.
50% so far on the night. Play fake. Time to throw off his back foot. Dangerous throw. Batted around, and this one falls incomplete. Lucky to get that one back as Clemson, but it's going to be 4th and 8, and they're going to kick a long field goal here.
I thought it was going to happen again, the deflection catch.
I thought it was going to be a pick 6 when he let it go. It was a dangerous throw. Both teams kind of lucky that one hit the ground at some point. And Johann Sebastian puts another one up and through. 16 points for Clemson. A lot of it coming off the foot of Johann Sebastian. 9 points for him in game 1 of the season. Another one of those freshmen that are out there tonight. And now Auburn getting the football back. A 12-point lead. They did a good job, again, forcing a field goal. And how do they get their offense rolling one more time here to start the half?
Well, you see the last 5 drives, 4 touchdowns and a punt. That's really been the difference after a bumpy first quarter. I'll even say first half of that first quarter. This efficient Auburn offense right now going against a Clemson defense. We'll see what adjustments they made.
And they're going to run the ball here early. Again, Ennis trying to get on track. He's got 2 on first down. Broke a tackle, but couldn't find much more after that.
Yeah, Manning, the safety brought in. That's maybe the adjustment they're going to make. I like it for Clemson. Bring that safety in, get him more involved.
Well, they've got 2 high safeties right now, and they're going to go bubble screen the other direction. And Nate Hayes, another catch. Give him 4 more. He's got 6 catches on the night. 2 of them have gone for touchdowns.
Yeah, certainly an explosive first half for him as Manning gets his 6th tackle. Again, bring that safety in, like I was saying.
And here we go, 3rd down and 4. And picking up the first down, an easy throw and catch. They just dumped that one underneath. They found a soft spot in the zone, and LaRue just sat down and got the first down.
And as well, Trey, thank you for the follow. And yeah, Bastille, a big catch there for first down.
So 1st and 10, going to go to the screen game. Trying to set up some blocks in front. And Ennis thought he had some room and then was just turned inside out. That was a huge hit by Kyle Wood.
Yeah, Kyle Woods just turned him upside down. And Ennis, he's, yeah, as you said, had a few big catches, but not that one. I don't even think that was even one where he knew which side was up. Mears, another gifted sub, and also the first-time chat from Mortimer. Welcome and thank you as well from Mears.
Yeah, and that play looked like it had some room. Some blocking came out in front, and then Wood just ended that one in a hurry. And now Auburn trying to get something going. Thomas had a little bit of time in the pocket, but it broke down quick, and Cooper Stout comes up with his first sack.
First career sack for Stout. That's fun. But Thomas here, he's still a freshman. He makes some of those mistakes. He cannot, go backwards into the pressure. That's going to be something he's going to have to work on.
Yeah, had a little bit of room in the pocket. If he would have sat where he was, might have been able to scan the field for another second or two before trying to take off. But it'll be 3rd and 13. Auburn needing a big play here. They're going to go screen near side. Ennis not going to find any room at all. Gets a yard. That is absolutely it. A great job from that Clemson defense to swarm that one.
Yeah, another great play there. Thomas, 23 of 27, but on that one, they've had some spectacular third down conversions. That one, not the play I think they should have ran.
Well, Auburn got backed up on that third down situation, couldn't get out of it. And now Clemson, they got the field goal on their last drive. And again, they've found ways to move the football. They just haven't been able to put it in the end zone since the long Loki Gunderson touchdown run. Maybe it'll take another big explosive play. We'll see. 4 receivers in the set. They're going to bring one in motion to the bottom of the screen. Play fake, and the lefty's going to look, sit in the pocket, fires it over the middle, complete. And Johnny Patterson gets 13 in a first down.
Yeah, it'll be his first catch since the first quarter. Good play there. And we talking about the field goals for Clemson, but if they get another one, well, it'll be a 9-point game. They're crawling back into this.
I mean, every little bit helps, and there's still plenty of time. And right up the middle, and that's the most running room Duke Peterson has been able to find all night. 14 carries, only 27 yards to show for it.
It'll be Micah Jenkins, his 5th tackle as well. That's another name, another freshman on this team.
So 5 wide receivers set, 3 were bunched to the bottom of the screen, and had to throw that one away. Quick pressure again from Auburn, and it's thrown into the stands.
Yeah, 3rd and 2, we're talking about. They didn't make their last third down, but they've made a few to start this second half. A big one here for Clemson.
5 wide receivers set, 3rd down and 2. Going to fire it over the middle, complete first down yardage. Inside the 30 goes Reese Donahue. Give him 9. Move the chains for Clemson.
Donahue, again, a big play tight end for this team, and the reason that they are moving downfield right now.
So real quick, update on YouTube. Oregon put another one in the end zone. They are up 38-21, 3rd quarter over Georgia on the road. And this one going the other direction, and that's going to be a pick 6. There is nobody in front of him, and nobody's going to catch him from behind. Auburn with a huge play on defense, and that is Bradley Charles with the huge pick 6.
Well, Charles, another freshman. What we talking about the youth in this game? I think last drive you said it as well. I believe it was Smoke actually on that play, though, almost getting the pick. And we thought it was always going to be another deflection. This one, no doubt about it, though. They've been waiting for a moment like this, and Charles takes the opportunity and quite literally runs from it. The native from Anchorage, Alaska, far from home, but close to that end zone. 35-16 after the PAT.
And the first house call of his career. We'll see if he can find the end zone a few more times before it's all said and done. First turnover of the night, though, and that's a big one because Auburn's defense had been playing well anyway without getting turnovers. That kind of turns the tide of this game a little bit, might put this Clemson offense on their heels a little.
Yeah, that is the critical play of this game. Both teams have been turnover-free. Is a good return there by Nomura. Turnover-free until that moment, but huge play by Charles. And now Clemson in a much, they got to get farther throws, but that defense still ready to catch it.
So 4 receivers set, 2-by-2 formation. They're going to go back to the ground, and Peterson just cannot find any running room. Trahan for the 3rd time tonight with a tackle, 2 in the backfield, and there you see Peterson averaging less than 2 a carry.
Yeah, and that's been another factor here. Clemson relying on their run game, but Auburn has been ready to meet it with that front 7.
The Auburn run defense has been very stout so far tonight, and the pass defense hasn't been too bad either. They've given up 288 yards, but they forced a throwaway there.
Yeah, Clemson, they want to rely on their running game, but they can't here. 3rd and 12, big play here for this Clemson offense.
Can pin your ears back if you're the defensive line, but some good protection this time for Gunderson. Open receiver, but led him just too far. Couldn't get the feet down in bounds. It'll be 4th down, and Clemson has to punt it away.
Yeah, if they make that catch, maybe one of the more spectacular catches in a spectacular game. They just can't, though. 4th and 12, punt away, and Auburn looking to really blow this game open now.
And they're going to have excellent field position to storm Odie out across midfield after that 14-yard return. And Thomas, you mentioned it early on, struggled in the first drive or so to find his footing, get comfortable, but he certainly has. He's been accurate tonight, and the running game has helped. There's been enough of Kieran Ennis to get things going. He's going to throw here, though, is Thomas, and he's got Shakur open. Again, these receivers sitting down in the zone, finding the soft spots for their quarterback.
Yeah, Thomas, again, since going 1 of 3 to start tonight, now has only missed 2 incompletions of his next 25 pass attempts. That's really the difference. And yeah, you're right. Ennis helping out, the running game helping out, the short game helping out, really letting this freshman quarterback, get comfortable.
And now we'll see where they go here. They're going to throw it again. Some quick pressure this time, and it's going to be picked off. So we just spoke it into existence, I'm afraid, as the Clemson defense takes advantage of the youth there and picks one off along the sideline. Jonathan Ramirez with a great catch along the sideline.
As soon as you say nice things about someone, this is not the first time this has happened to us, Nate, but Ramirez, the junior, gets his first interception of the season. The junior, again, a really nice play.
Well, unfortunately, you call enough games, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
We don't do it on purpose, I promise. 5 receivers in the formation for Clemson. Gunderson going to try and take a shot and take advantage, and he will. This is going to be a big Clemson touchdown to get them back in it. Namora to the house.
Oh, Namora had the big play earlier, and if I had a chance to talk about it, Nate, I was going to say this could be a springboard for Clemson. I didn't even get the chance. Clemson 5 steps ahead of me, and now this is a 2-score game again. I would not be surprised. I'm doing the math in my head right now. They probably don't go for 2 here, but they could.
It's a 13-point ball game right now. I think you kick the PAT. They will try and make this a 12-point game. I really don't need to go for 2 then at that point because you're still a couple of touchdowns down. But a big play, the quick strike after the turnover, and that's when the defense is the most vulnerable, they say, right? The sudden change. Yeah. And Auburn unable to make a play there. Clemson took advantage. Ball game on once again, and now we'll see, can the young quarterback kind of turn things back around after that big mistake?
Well, you saw Namora, a big difference maker there, and he's had, man, that might be one of the more spectacular playmaking nights he's had, even if he doesn't have a bunch of yards. Auburn now, they got to settle down.
And they're going to go right back to the air, showing some confidence in the freshman quarterback. Good play fake, finds Hayes across the middle, and then lets Hayes do the rest. 18 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, really nice go up the middle, and Thomas, and again, that short route, we were talking a little bit about it earlier. I don't want to jinx anyone again, but, relying on your receivers to make those kind of plays, a good first down.
And real quick, they're heading to the 4th quarter over on YouTube, and Oregon has gone across country to take on Georgia. They're up 38-21 going into the 4th quarter, so the Ducks looking good over there tonight. And Auburn looking pretty good, trying to shake off the interception on the last drive. Goes back to Hayes, another couple of yards, and it'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that's a good point as well. The pick 6 for Auburn, and then they throw a pick, the next play a touchdown, really, making this game a little bit crazier.
Just trying to settle things back down right now, I think, is this Auburn offense. And they're doing a pretty good job, and they're relying on Nate Hayes this drive. Sophomore receivers made a couple of catches here, 3 catches on this drive. This sets up a 3rd and 4.
Yeah, 4 of 7 on 3rd downs. This might be the biggest one yet for Auburn.
Trying to get the momentum back on their side. Read option, and it's worked for him tonight. Shaking off one is Hayes. Took a big hit, but held on to the football, and more importantly for Auburn, moves the chains.
Yeah, Alex Torres, another senior here for Clemson. Big hit. And Baker Thomas, good first down, but you got to, worry about it. That's a huge hit he just took.
So 1st and 10 ball on the Clemson 46-yard line. They're going to bring a tight end in motion. Quick 3-step drop, slant over the middle, fired in there and complete. Thane Lewis, he's had a big night tonight. 14 more yards for him. That makes 126 on the night.
And really just moving downfield, and Thomas, again, goldfish memory here, gets back into that zone where he threw the pick. He cannot do it again here.
And so now he's going to fire towards the sideline, and a good little rub route to get LaRue open. No danger of throwing a pick on that one. Good for 4, 2nd and 6.
And again, just moving upfield. They're going to end this 3rd quarter up 12. We'll see what Auburn has in store if they can get in this red zone.
Well, we'll see if they can make a play here to end the quarter up more than that. This one in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. Couldn't tell if that was 16 or 15, either Hayes or Lewis. Couldn't quite hold on to that one.
I believe it was Lewis, and now 5 of 8 on third downs. Another big play here for Auburn.
4 receivers in the formation. Straight drop back pass, running out of time, and he will go down. That's going to be a loss of 7, and that's Mikey Gold in there, and that's going to be the way this third quarter ends. A big play for the Clemson defense.
Yeah, that defensive end Gold just gets in and makes a huge play. Thomas waited a little bit too long there, and good on him for not throwing another interception, as we've been talking about, keeping that ball a little bit longer, but maybe, again, as we said, a little bit too long, as that's the end of the third quarter.
Might be a bit of a freshman mistake there, but as we head to the fourth quarter, Auburn in the lead, 35-23 over Clemson. Make sure you throw your fours up in chat and come on back. You're watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports right here on Twitch. Start of the fourth quarter here in Jordan-Hare Stadium, Auburn, Alabama. And a fourth down coming up for Auburn, and they're going to punt this one away. They're not going to give up any good field position here. That one booted through the end zone. Clemson down 12 now, Cole, getting the ball. 8:55 left in this ball game. 80 yards to go to try and climb back into this one a little bit more.
Well, certainly they've had some big plays, and the difference, I think, from the first to the second half, and they're going to have a big chance to really change that narrative here, is Clemson willing to make those big plays, willing to try those big plays. Yeah, sometimes it's going to cause an interception, but Loki Gunderson, 358 yards passing. He's going to need a few more to get back in this game.
358 yards passing, but Cole, outside of that 70-yard bomb we just saw, doesn't seem like there's been a lot of shots downfield. He's been doing his work mostly underneath, and there's Duke Peterson, 2 more yards.
Yeah, Peterson really, rushing up there. He's had a little bit more success in the receiving game, but important here for Clemson as well to keep that defense honest.
And Memphis Killjoy, I like the logic over there in chat. That seems to math out just right for Clemson there. And Roberson, 8 yards, moves the chains. So first down, Clemson.
Yeah, Gunderson, again, almost following what Auburn's been trying to do as well the second half. Short throws, just get those first downs.
Keep the chains moving, keep the football in your hands, and that's a good start to getting back into it. A little toss play, got some room to the outside, and Peterson, one of his better runs again on the night, 5 yards, and it'll be 2nd and 5.
Yeah, Apatu with the 5th tackle of the night as well, but yeah, as you said, get those rushing plays, keep that defense honest.
Still a lot of time here in this ball game, only a 2-possession game. And again, going to the read option, Gunderson finding 6 yards, another first down to keep this drive going.
And that play got him a touchdown in the first quarter. Going back to it, a good choice here.
So now going to spread him out a little bit, back to the shotgun. Quick throw, not a lot of room, no blocking at all, and Roberson's going to lose a yard.
And again, Auburn now making some adjustments. A good hit on the left side for the defense. On the right side for the offense is he takes a hit from Mears. Good to keep it. Obviously, you don't want to lose a yard, but Clemson, these short plays, if they can just keep moving forward, they're going to have a chance here to get really far downfield.
So 2nd down and 11. Back under center, offset eye. They're going to throw out of this formation and dumped off underneath, completes to Namora. Nothing to show for it. It'll be 3rd and 10.
Yeah, Namora, 113 yards receiving. I mean, I understand wide receivers need a few more yards to get into that player of the week category, but man, do I almost want to nominate him for what he's done tonight.
I mean, it's been impressive. He had the catch off that deflected pass in the first quarter. He had the big 70-yard play that gets them back into this one on their last drive. So not a ton of yards, or not as many yards as you would think for a player of the week, but they've all been important, and this one's important too. Down inside the 10, it's Namora again, 52 more yards. There's the yards you're asking for, Cole. He's now up to 165. It'll be 1st and goal, Clemson.
It gets over the coverage. That's Charles in coverage who had the pick 6 earlier, but yeah, asking you shall receive. We've been doing it for a while. Maybe the broadcasters have some subtle ideas. 1st and goal here for Clemson. What a play.
Well, the jinx, I guess, works both ways, right? You got to get one right every once in a while. Gunderson over the middle, in and out of the hands of the receiver. That would have been a touchdown, would have got this game just that much closer, but it's 2nd and goal.
Yeah, that's smoke on the coverage. Big play there.
3 receivers, 2 to the top of the screen. Play fake, and Gunderson has some room to run. Instead, he throws it underneath, complete inside the 5. It'll be 3rd and goal.
That one's going to be smoking Callaway again on this red zone defense. We're going to see another goal line stand here. We'll see.
Well, 3rd and goal, and I believe this would be 4-down territory if you're Clemson at this point. Can't settle for 3 here now. Won't matter. Inside to Nazir Cooper. Touchdown Clemson, and we've got ourselves a ball game.
Yeah, as soon as I said that, I knew as soon as I said that, the broadcaster jinx. Still, Cooper, we said it earlier, and this is the other side of that broadcaster jinx. Cooper, I said you need to make a big play, and you couldn't have asked for a bigger one than that.
A nice route, gets inside on the slant route. And it was an easy throw for Loki Gunderson. The passing lanes were open. Enough time in the pocket to find his receiver. And now it's a 5-point ball game. And if you're Baker Thomas, you've been playing with a fairly comfortable lead this entire half. You haven't had to be too uptight and too nervous. But now you're holding on to a 5-point lead, trying to milk this clock. Got to make sure you're smart with the football. And it starts right here. 1st and 10 from the 25. Over the middle, into a little bit of coverage, but completed to Nate Hayes.
Yeah, good catch. His 10th of this night for Hayes. And you're right, Thomas, he's got to be careful here. You cannot give a turnover up.
Now 30 of 36, 3 touchdowns, did have the pick. But he's had a really good night here for night 1. This one in and out of the hands of Lewis. Had some room to work as well if he hangs on to it, but it's 3rd and 6.
Yeah, this we're talking about in chat. That fake field goal, we were talking about it earlier, coming into play here.
Yeah, it could be a field goal opportunity to win it for Clemson at some point. But they took 3 off the board on their own accord, and Ennis finding 12 on the screenplay. Auburn has had some success, Cole, with that screen game.
Yeah, it works there, and now 1st down again. Torres, his fifth tackle as well.
So 1st and 10, there you see the first downs for both teams. 38 combined, and this one into some tight coverage, incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
As Clemson here racking up the pressure, going after that quarterback. They know they cannot let a touchdown open here.
4 receivers set, gonna go read option, trying to get it outside. Thomas finds 9 yards. Auburn up to 96 yards rushing as a team. Baker Thomas has 54 of them.
Yes, getting away from that pressure, manning, his 7th tackle. He did have a sack earlier, 6 of 10 on 3rd downs, and a big one here for Auburn.
A big one here for the Clemson defense as well. Ennis up the middle.
Boy.
Will not even get back to the line of scrimmage. Alex Torres with the stop.
We haven't talked about him in a while. What a play there. Gets up the middle. Auburn, the right idea, but Clemson way too, ready for it. 4th and 3, a punt. And they're talking about in chat, they need 2 touchdowns. Auburn needs 0. Well, Clemson, they're going to have a comeback opportunity here.
So real quick over on YouTube, Georgia has scored again, but could not get the onside kick. It is a 45-27 ball game in the 4th quarter. Georgia trying to make it close, but Oregon looking to run out the clock, maybe put some more points on the board to end it there. Here, we've got a great one. Auburn up 5, but Clemson with the football. Hey, Cole, a lot of pressure on this Clemson offense, but on the other side, there's a lot of pressure on this Auburn defense. They've given up points in bunches here lately, trying to hold on to this lead.
Yeah, certainly in the first half, Auburn was able to get that pressure. The second half, they've just tried maybe to play with a lead, and it has not worked. Auburn certainly has some young pieces on that defense, but they still understand you got to keep that pressure up. Auburn, they're going to be up 5, and really with this 5 minutes left here, they're going to have to at least keep it to a field goal at minimum.
So we'll see Loki Gunderson and this offense come back out. And if you are this Clemson offense, 5 minutes and 5 seconds to play, there's a lot of time in this ball game. You've got 3 timeouts as well. I know the running game has not been a huge factor, but I don't think this is the time to abandon it. If you can get Duke Peterson to break maybe 1 or 2 runs here on this drive, really open some things up for your passing game.
Yeah, really, it's been a tough game each way, both sides going at it. And it's really just been, back and forth, as you said.
So, again, offensively, Clemson looking to come back here. We talked about it a couple of different times. That fake field goal now really looming large. We'll see who can make the big play here. 5:05 to go, 4th quarter, and right there to the running game. Peterson, again, trying to squeeze free. Finds 7 yards, and a good job to start this drive for Clemson.
Yeah, Smoke his 5th tackle as well. 2nd and 3 on this play. Now Clemson, they're going to get a chance here. What a big drive for them.
It's a fully loaded shotgun, 2 to the bottom of the screen. Screen pass, and that one looked like it hit I don't know if it hit the defender or hit the offensive lineman. Either way, incomplete. 3rd down and 3 coming up for Clemson.
Yeah, now Auburn, I wouldn't be surprised if they bring the house here.
Now, I'm going to go under center, lone back in the backfield. Peterson looking to fight for that yardage and gets it. Didn't get it by a lot. Needed 3, picked up 4. Moves the chains, though. Clemson's still in business.
And the cold credit with the tackle, but Peterson, what a run. Over 500 total yards for this Clemson offense tonight now.
Another quick update. UGA just scored again, so Georgia trying to make it a ball game over there in Athens. Clemson has made this one a ball game here in Auburn, Alabama, and they've got it out near midfield now. 2nd down and inches coming up.
Yeah, nice catch by Roberson. Takes a hit at the end, but keeps it 2nd and inches, as you said.
Now going to go I formation here, bringing a tight end in motion. Play fake. Gunners are going to drop it off to the fullback, 1st down. Jack Haley, who was playing fullback on that one, he's the backup tight end, gets enough to move the chains.
Yeah, and now at midfield, Clemson, 4 minutes remaining. What a chance they have here.
2 tight ends set. They're going to bring 1 in motion. They're going to go back to the ground game. And suddenly there's a little bit more room for Peterson to work here on this drive. He's up to 46 yards, working hard here, though. Apatow, his 7th tackle.
Yeah, good tackle there. But as you said, maybe the defense a little bit more worn out. Really, Clemson able to move the ball.
Heavy set here for Clemson. Looks like they got 3 tight ends over there. Going to throw out of this formation. Down the field, complete. Inside the 10, breaking a tackle. And it's Bruce Roberson inside the 10 to the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, Clemson.
Yeah, Roberson with the play now. He gets to be the hero. And Auburn lets the coverage go a little bit too long on that quarterback to let him. A big pass by Loki, and Clemson on the doorstep now.
And first time chat for MS Auto Attacks. We appreciate you joining us here and getting involved in the chat. Clemson looking to get back in the end zone and take their first lead in quite a while here. And inside the 5 goes Haley. Gets 4. It'll be 2nd down and goal.
Yeah, since they were up 7-0, since they got that first touchdown of the game, Clemson has not been in the lead. And now, oh, what a time to take the lead.
Oh, this would be a big-time opportunity if they can get themselves back in the lead. Their defense has figured some things out in this 2nd half. They've really slowed down Auburn, but their offense has got to put 1 more on the board. Peterson breaks a tackle into the end zone, and Clemson does regain the lead.
Yeah, Clemson's had some red zone stands all night, but what a comeback. Clemson, Peterson runs it in. And oh boy, Clemson ready to upset Auburn on the road. 2:50 left. Now it's Auburn's turn to be under some pressure.
And Mike with the understatement there of the early season. What a run. And they're going to go for 2 here, trying to get up by a field goal. Throws it underneath Namora, and he walks it in. So he gets the 2-point conversion, and Clemson has climbed all the way back and has taken a 38-35 lead, 2:50 to play.
And Nomura, of course, that had to be him. He's had some huge plays tonight. Clemson with the comeback of this early season, 38-35. And Auburn, as we said, going to look for something here to get back on track.
Well, they have all kinds of time to do it. 2 minutes, 46 seconds to go. Only need a field goal to force, or potentially force overtime. I guess it depends on how fast they get there. And there you see the yardage. Clemson, 570 total yards here tonight.
Yeah, that's really been the difference. Their 2nd half offense really going through those short plays.
2 tight end set, quick throw complete. Shakur the 3rd with a 5-yard pickup. And you don't have to abandon the quick throws here. You don't need to get it all in one play.
Yeah, you got the time. Thomas, he's just, I know he's a freshman, but he's just going to have that good judgment there.
So now 3 receivers set. They're going to bring their tight end in motion, set him up as a wing here on the bottom of the screen. Use him as a blocker, and that one in and out of the hands. And there's been a lot of those plays here tonight for Auburn receivers. It looked like they had it, and then it gets knocked free at the end.
Yeah, Lewis has had a few drops in the middle there, and that's been a big factor.
4 receivers, 3 to the bottom of the screen. 3rd down and 5, and they're going to convert. They get it to Ennis out to the 40, a 13-yard pickup. Auburn moves the chains with 2:16 to go.
Yeah, and again, over the middle, but this time they get to Ennis, and yeah, keep calm. Auburn able to do that. Manning, his 8th tackle, they'll shout him out.
A lot of room there in that zone in the middle, and they were able to find it there. And then back to the ground with Baker Thomas, 5 more yards. Plenty of time, no need to rush or no need to panic right now. 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, you got all 3 timeouts. A good run there, as you said.
Another, 20 or 30 yards or so, you're probably in field goal range. So again, no need to force anything. Thomas tried to set up a screenplay, didn't force it there, throws it away. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Yeah, 4 down territory for sure here for Auburn.
So now 3 wide receivers, 2 to the bottom of the screen, 2 in the backfield for Thomas. Going to throw for it on 3rd and 5, taking a shot towards the sideline, and that might be the ball game. It's going to be up to the Auburn defense now as it's picked off by Clemson. Troy Crozier with a big play, and Clemson takes the football back.
Yeah, Crozier, you shout out in chat right before it happened. What a play here. And, we talked about the offense. How about that defense? No points, or excuse me, I think 1 touchdown allowed in this 2nd half. Oh, my goodness. What a comeback here for Clemson on the road.
Yeah, the offense always gets credit for the comeback, but the defenses have to make the stops, and they have this entire 2nd half. Auburn's defense needs to stop now. They used their first timeout after a gain of only 1.
Yeah, up to a good tackle, and if they get a 1st down, that's game.
So 1:38 to go, draw play, breaking a tackle is Peterson, but he's drugged down from behind. Big stop there. He only gets 2. Apatu, another tackle.
And if I'm counting correctly, I think that's 5 tackles in the last 2 drives for Fetu.
Yeah, that sounds about right. We hadn't called his name a ton, and suddenly he's up to 9 tackles. Power formation, and there goes Peterson, saving his best run for the end of the night. 10 yards, a 1st down. Auburn now out of timeouts, a minute and a half to go. That should do it.
Yeah, what a play there. 12.5-point underdogs. And oh my goodness, 22 1st downs, an offense that doesn't give, a running back willing to play hard. And Clemson, what a game.
Well, they're going to keep running it, and another big gain here. He stays in bounds, and Peterson gets 16, by far his best run of the night. Now, all of a sudden, he's up to 78 yards, and Clemson just making sure they ice this one away.
Yeah, what a run there. And Clemson, I mean, I cannot say this again. Maybe the comeback of the season in week 1. They might just take a knee here, but what a game, what a 2nd half from that team.
Well, they go back to the power I formation. 2 fullbacks in the backfield. They're going to hand it off as long as they hold on to the football. And Myers, the walk-on, getting a little bit of love late in the game with a 3-point lead. That's dangerous, but he holds on.
Yeah, really tough game here for Auburn, but Clemson, again, just showing out. And with 1 last snap, this could do it.
And now they will get into victory formation. So that's going to end things here as they'll be able to let the clock run out. What a come from behind victory coming on the road, hostile environment, Cole. That early on game of the week, in my opinion.
Yeah, what a play at the end there. What a game. And get over to YouTube, 15 seconds left, and they're trying to make it a 1-score game as well. But what a comeback for Clemson, down at least 3 scores at halftime. Nomura, a big part of that. And certainly there could be a lot of celebrating in Clemson tonight.
Absolutely. Once again, your final score, 38-35. Clemson coming from behind. Loki Gunderson, player of the game, as you saw there. Outstanding night for Clemson. No reason to hang your head if you're Auburn. Great squad on their side as well. They're going to have a great season, I do believe. And with that, I'd like to say thank you to our associate producer, Austin Crow, and to our executive producer, Mike Peters, and of course, my broadcast partner for tonight's action, Cole Mantell. On behalf of our entire broadcast crew, I'm Nate Murphy, and you've been watching the CFSL, presented by PX1 Sports, right here on Twitch. Grab a drink, grab a snack, and get ready for one more. Cole and I are heading out to Pittsburgh, and we're going to bring you the Oklahoma Sooners and the Pitt Panthers, and we'll see you soon, everyone.